I'm Miss Abby from the Muncie Public Library, and today we're going to be doing a special craft. We're going to be making a dancing puppet. For this craft, you're going to need a head, which I used cardstock, but you can use anything, cardboard, sketchbook paper. Just make sure that it's durable enough because your puppet will be moving and there will be a little bit of pulling. So you can't use like notebook paper because it'll probably rip. So again, you'll need the head. I made a hat, but you can make hair, a little cute bow, anything that you feel would make your puppet the best puppet that it can be. You're gonna need 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 feet, your body, four brass fasteners. Today I'm using glue dots, but standard glue will work perfectly fine. And then you're going to need 3 pieces of string or yarn. The first needs to be about a ruler length. The second needs to be maybe half the ruler, and then the third just a little bit shorter than that length. So first what we're gonna do is we're going to attach the head to the body. Again, I'm using glue dots, but standard glue will work perfectly fine. Make sure it's secure on there. You don't want your head falling off. And then we're gonna take his little hat. Again, you can do whatever, but I just like hats, so. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to have our first leg here, and we're gonna take one of the brass fasteners, and we're gonna stick it through, turn your guy over, and just fasten that leg in place. Don't do it too tight because you wanna make sure that the leg can be movable. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the other leg. Make sure that you have your right leg on your right side and the left leg on the left side. Otherwise, he's gonna look kind of funky. Alrighty, so next we're gonna attach these little arms. Again, make sure you got your left on your left and your right on your right. Otherwise, he's gonna be a goofy little guy. And then, next, well, rather finally, we're gonna attach his little feet. And maybe if the glue doesn't. Alrighty. So make sure you got your left foot on your left and the right foot on the right, or he's probably gonna fall all over the place. Alright, so this is our puppet, but you'll notice he's not dancing yet, so we gotta make him dance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip him on so that his face is downwards on the table. And you're going to take your half of a ruler's length of yarn, and you'll notice that right above the hole punches where the brass fasteners attach the arms and legs, there's a smaller hole. So what you're gonna wanna do is thread the piece of yarn through each of these little holes. And then you're gonna want to tie the yarn as best as you can. And then you're gonna wanna take the shortest piece of yarn and again, thread it through the smaller holes, not the holes that have the brass fasteners. Make a little knot, and then do it again for the other leg. Maybe the yarn's fighting me here. Tip at home, I would maybe use like a needle to thread it through because it is kind of hard to just use your fingers how I am. But it works if you've got the willpower for it. And I'm gonna come back up here and fix this yarn. Use a glue dot here because this does not want to tie down for me. And if you wanted to use tape rather than tying just to make sure it's extra secure, like how I'm using this glue dot because he wants to fight me, that works too. Whatever you want to do to secure this yarn, it will work. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to take your longest piece of yarn and you're going to make a knot about in the middle of the top yarn that has the arms attached here. And then you're gonna take it and you're gonna loop it through the bottom piece of yarn and you're gonna tie it again a little bit in the middle, as much as you can get it. And the key here is you're gonna want this yarn to be sort of tense. You don't want a lot of loose string. You don't want there to be like no tension at all. It needs to be a little bit of a tight sort of tight knot, tight tension sort of thing. So then you can pick up your little friend and you pull the string and he dances. This arm isn't wanting to go, but you get the idea here. He dances, and yeah, that is how you make a dancing puppet at home. If you're interested in anything else that the Muncie Public Library is doing, you can go to munciepubliclibrary.org.